And good afternoon, everybody. How are you all doing? Hope you are enjoying the first week of the Solstice event, but it is time to do the weekly update for week 10 of episode Echoes, where we go over the various things such as the weekly play, Grandmaster, and all of the rewards you can get this week. So, with that out of the way, for those interested, I should be live this evening around 5 p.m. where I'll be streaming more of the Solstice event, where I'm trying to get out what I want from the event. But let's go ahead and dive into the Rotators, shall we? Alright, so first off, in the Vanguard playlist, our Grandmaster for this week is the return of Liminality. It is the new strike over in the ℕ𝕚𝕚𝕚. For those interested, you can see several guides of it online. I will hopefully be streaming this Grandmaster tonight as well with my group. We will have to see. But the weapon will be the Undercurrent grenade launcher. I will have a link to that in the description below, so you can go check out the various roles you can get on it. Alright. There is nothing for Gambit this week, no double rewards or rank or anything. And then in Crucible we have double rewards as well as Team Scorch. And that's it. Nothing, no rotators, just Team Scorch and Control. Interesting. Alright, for our raid for the week, our rotating raid, it's going to be Deepstone Crypt over here on Europa. So if you still need to get your Eyes of Tomorrow, this is a great week to get that done. You can go to D2 checkpoint, I believe, and get your checkpoint for the boss encounter, or just run the raid and save the boss encounter for yourself, so you can get any of the red warriors you need. Our dungeon for this week is over on Dreaming City, and it's going to be Shattered Throne. And don't forget, they did change the exotic quest for the Wish Ender Bow, if for anyone who still needs that. Our exotic mission is going to be Vox Obscura for the grenade launcher, Dead Messenger. Over in the ℕ𝕚𝕚𝕚, the cooperative mission for the week is going to be the Descent, and remember, it is literally cooperative. You need at least one ally with you, so you both can take care of the enemy that spawns in there that requires you shooting the front and the back, as well as the two nodes to unlock doors. And then our match-made Overthrow is over here in the Blooming. So if you're still trying to farm out the correct ergo sum you want, or have, I believe the update's now out where you can get better odds at getting the exotic class item to drop. Alright, and then lastly, over on Neptune, we have our our Lost Sector, and over in Thrilladome, in the Liming Harbor area, where our Barrier and Overload champions. And then our weekly Terminal Overload is over here in Ashma Park, and the current daily incursion zone is in, over in Zephyr Concourse. Alright. That is it for the Rotators. Again, this is also, don't forget, week 2 of the Solstice event, so make sure you're grinding out what you need for that. But since there's no new quests or anything that I'm aware of at this time, let's go ahead and dive into the seasonal challenges for the week, shall we? There's not many, there's only 4. First off, we have Mod Collector, unlock artifact mods 12 of 12. And then we have Ritual Ornament, acquire any ornament of the seasonal ritual weapon for your Vanguard, Gambit, or Crucible. We've got to win them all. Complete activities in Vanguard, Gambit, or Crucible playlists. Bonus progress is granted for completing Vanguard playlist activities at advanced difficulty or higher, or for winning Gambit or Crucible matches. And then lastly, we have Kinetic Forces. Get Final Blood with kinetic weapons. Bonus progress for defeating Guardians. Alright, that is it for our seasonal rotate challenges. Shame there's only 4, but hopefully we'll have some more in the coming weeks when the release of Act 3 of Episode Echoes. Alright, finally, let's dive into Eververse and go over everything that's available for Bright Dust. Also, don't forget, we have a weekly offering of 350 free Bright Dust. It will be in this zone right here if you haven't already claimed it. So if you're wanting to stock up for the remainder of the season or start getting prepared for episode Revenant, then now is the good time to do that. Alright, starting off, we have ℕ𝕚𝕚𝕚, excuse me. Excuse me. We then have the Summer Tide Kite ship. Like a giant moth or a dragonfly. We have the Triumphant Projection for your ghost. We then have the Vintage Timber shader. We then have the Oiled Algae shader. Okay, on the brightness page, we have the Getting Shade emote. We then have the Countdown emote. Then we have the Midway Goer Sparrow. For us roller coaster fans. We have the Hovering ℕ𝕚𝕚𝕚 ship. Not a bad looking one. We then have the Finned Shell, which turns your ghost into a mermaid, and apparently drops water. We then have the Sudden Squall weapon ornament for a Strum. Then we have the Seashell Projection for your ghost. Next, we have the Oiled Algae again. So we'll go to the Grand Luster shader. We then have the Regal Daring shader. Then the Refined Revels shader. That's pretty usual. Depending on what armor sets you're wearing, shaders will look good or bad. It's entirely up to you. And then we have the Beach Ball Transmat effect. The Shocking Entrance Transmat effect. And then lastly, the Cabal Shieldbreaker from Season of Dawn. Alright. That is it. Oops, that is it for everything in week 10 of Episode Echoes. Again, I should be live this evening over on Twitch around 5 p.m. Eastern Time. I'll have a link in the description if you'd like to check it out, or go ahead and drop a follow. But that is it, like I said. Hope you all have a wonderful second week of the Solstice event. Hope you get out what you need weapon-wise, as well as if you are wanting to guild your Solstice title. But that is it. Hope you all have a wonderful week, and I will see you in this video, everybody. Goodbye.